Hello everyone,
Hey, happy Friday.
and happy spring.
Yeah, happy spring. We are a good solid weekend. It's gone back to rain again, but
Yeah, I know.
what do you do? West Coast, right?
You know, the same thing happened last year. I was looking in last year, like we were on sweaters and everything, because
Oh, yeah?
because it was apparently really nice out, and then boom! I'm sorry, the song just invigorated me.
Was last year the one where we got the really hot summer? It's all a blur now. No, it was the year before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the year before when it got ugly hot.
When we all went on that camper thingy, right?
Yeah, that's
with
right.
the
That's
gang.
right. Yeah.
Did you know that next week's show will be like season 3 of this? We have been doing this going into our 3rd year.
Wow.
Of weekly drinking.
The networks keep renewing us. I mean, so what can, thanks for tuning. Speaking of viewers, wanted to do a shout out. One of the cool things about this is we don't unless you interact, we don't know if you're watching or not. So a friend of ours said that her mom and dad in Ottawa,
Ontario.
yeah,
Tanya's mom and dad, yeah.
Tanya's mom and dad watched our show, so I wanted to
How cute
do
is
a
that?
big shout out to Rick and Geisha.
Oh,
Thank you for watching.
Oh, good for you remembering their names. So, he had a gig last weekend? Yeah. So,
Yeah, and I lived through it.
yes, and are you a star? Because it was kind of
No.
your. Oh, well, I mean, you did pretty good though. I mean, there's a lot of people there. It was packed house.
Well, we
and-
didn't get beat up.
And it was, you should have seen it. Like,
Thank all of you that came out.
It was fun.
The only thing that I don't enjoy about those is that I want to spend time talking to all of you.
you wouldn't be able to hear anything anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, it was loud in there. They were actually turning some people away, so a lot of people means lots of noise. But thank you everyone for coming out.
Yeah, it was good stuff. And
One
then-
more thing before we get
Yeah.
to our drinks. Wednesday was National Vietnam Veterans Day in the U.S. Now our friend Leslie served in Vietnam, so happy Vietnam Vets Day, Leslie. Thank you for your service, and thanks for tuning in.
Cool. All right. And then tomorrow night, you guys probably saw that, but we're going to go to Jason Stevens at Treasure Island. He does the one-man show. He does the Christmas Carol every year. Oh my God. You've never been to anything so cool as to watch Jason do that. So it's the last show tomorrow. If you don't get a chance to go, I'm sure he'll be doing it again next year. And then there's always Frankenstein, and then there's, all these other shows.
Yeah, he does a bunch of real cool classics.
All right. So getting down to the drinks, what are you making first?
So here we are in spring. Springtime has been festival time forever, apparently.
Festival.
Celebrating all different kinds of things depending on what you believe and when you existed and all that kind of stuff. So next Friday is in fact Good Friday. So I decided to keep all the Easter themed drinks,
For next week.
Easter and or Passover themed drinks, for next weekend. And so we're going to, not all of them actually. We're gonna stick with more of the pagan themed things here now, with an outlier that I will leave a little bit to surprise.
Okay.
First one is Ostara, which, if you were paying attention, although I don't know why you would, last week, the goddess of springtime.
Oh,
Yes.
the goddess. Oh, it's a goddess drink.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
goddess
right.
drink.
Does it
It's
have
a-
champagne in it or what?
No, not this one.
Oh,
It's got gin though.
okay. Sure.
So,
And the green stuff?
yeah. Okay, so
The Shrek
I was
drink.
also, looks like something that Shrek would
me
clean
show
out of
them.
his swamp.
Let
yeah,
me show them
yeah,
this. Because, check out the color in this stuff. What's it made of? Look at that.
That is a shrub. It is a celery shrub. So that has apple cider vinegar. Now the apple cider vinegar I was using is quite orangish. So you got the green from the celery and the orange from the apple cider vinegar and white sugar, and that's all it is. A little bit of water to help blend it. So that's what orange and green make.
Celery drink. Yum.
Looks like it's actually pretty good.
Mm.
Now shrubs, I was going to do an episode, and then it seems to me we've already done one.
Yeah, but shrub kind of goes with plants. Can I just stick my
It
finger?
does go with plants, and it's green.
Yeah, let's just give this a whirl.
We're just sticking to the theme all over the place.
Oh, wow, that is good.
So
it's got the apple cider.
you've all heard
vinegar.
of bar mix, right? Like sweet and sour.
That's good.
What this does is it gets the sour part of the sweet and sour from a different source. Usually it's in regular bar mix, it's lemon and or lime juice and sugar made into like a cordial. This one we're getting, instead of the citrus fruit, we're getting the vinegar, or we're using vinegar to get the sour, and we're infusing another flavor into it, either a fruit or a vegetable.
And we're picked celery.
They told me to use celery,
Okay.
so I'm using celery.
Goddess of spring, you love celery. Okay. So we've got celery. And you don't know which is which.
So here's public service announcement. If you're going to pre-squeeze your fruit juice, lemon and limes are easily distinguished between each other when the peel's on. Once you actually juice them,
You can't.
not an awful lot of difference.
So how do you know which is which?
One is slightly yellower.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you put some slop in. Did you put slop in already?
Yeah, I did the slop.
All right.
I did the let's call it bilge.
Bilge. Great. So is that 1 ounce of bilge?
1 ounce of bilge.
All right. And then how much of the...
Half an ounce of lemon juice, 2.5 whopping ounces of gin.
Ooh. Is this a gin? Is this
No, I've already put the
Oh.
gin in. This
Okay.
is the substitute for Suze from last
Right.
time.
Right. Again, I need to get Suze.
So
What is this?
and then
Surprise. Is that apricot something?
apricot liqueur.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do it in a bar spoon instead. It's easier. They call for just a little tiny bit of it,
So like a
which is actually
half a tablespoon?
half a tablespoon, which is, I was just guessing in the other thing.
I have a cheat sheet in front of me. Mm-hmm.
I was just guessing in that, but bar spoons are 1 teaspoon. So half a tablespoon is 1.5 teaspoons. It's easier to judge it doing that.
Well, this is interesting. So we've got bilge, gin, lemon, and apricot. What is the other one?
Ricard, it's a it's
What I
kind
call
of an anise-based
Some
herbal liqueur.
So anise being the licorice.
Yeah.
Okay. So licorice.
So
and
I mean,
apple
it would be similar to not quite ouzo.
Okay.
Pernod, I guess, would be the French liqueur Pernod.
Yeah, okay.
Yellowish stuff? No?
I don't remember anything. I just because he dumps it in and I just take a little drink.
Anyway, I'm a little worried about the color of this.
Okay.
I can't imagine it's going to be much to look at.
But it's a goddess drink.
It is a goddess drink, and it's a goddess of spring, so hopefully it's greenish.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Okay. Let us see. So shake with ice.
I'm supposed to garnish this with a rosebud. There are no roses budding around here currently.
Yeah, and Alfred the flower man passed
Oh,
away. That was sad, hey? He was our go-to for the roses. Well, his go-to for the roses for many years. Many, many years. Okay, well this looks actually really pretty. It's
is,
yellow.
yeah.
Right? Look at this.
Yeah, it kind of works, doesn't
Smell
it?
it. Look at that. That's nice, eh? So give it a whirl, see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the.
So am I,
combination of
because I
flavors
mean,
and stuff.
who knows, right? Well, I definitely taste the what is it? The anise thing.
Mm.
So it's good, but I'm not a huge licorice fan, so I don't know if I would like that.
So the thing is, I eyeballed the amount. I might have put too much in.
Yeah, I don't.
This is one of those delicately flavored things.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have put that much in because I think it kind of overpowers the rest of the drink. Like so, right? It's got a bit of a bite to it.
2.5 ounces of gin. Yeah, that's gonna.
Oh, you would never know that there's 2.5.
It's gonna have a kick. Yep, that is really good. I agree with you on. I should have measured it out. I just kind of eyeballed a half of.
I think I would put only 1 teaspoon, like not even 1.5.
I think I blew it on the measurement.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, because I just eyeballed it in the 1 ounce thing.
Well, you wouldn't know there's gin in there. Put it that way. So you could just, if you love licorice, you're gonna just be slamming those back. So it's a lovely goddess drink.
So that, I guess that the moral of that story is when you have things that call for a tiny bit of stuff, there's a reason that it's a tiny bit.
That's true.
Don't do what I did and blow it by putting too much of something.
Well, it's still delicious. All right, so that was Ostara.
Ostara.
What's the next one?
Next one comes to us from way back in 1957.
Oh my God, even older than us. Holy crap.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's like,
I think anything was older than us.
I know. Jeez.
This one's called a Jackrabbit.
It's Easter themed.
And yeah, it's Easter, but really the bunny egg baby chick thing
All right.
comes to us through the more the pagan stuff. So
Why is it called Jackrabbit?
I don't know.
Oh, does it have Jack in it?
No Jack Daniels in it.
They
This is another gin drink, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
This was included in the 1957 bar guide, the Old Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide. How official does that sound, huh? Now, Old Mr. Boston was probably not too surprisingly in Boston.
Shocking.
It was a distillery that made a host of products from 1933 right up till 1986. The parent company, Glenmore Distillers, shut it down in 1986 and discontinued all their products. But the book that this came from is still around and still very much revered, from what I got.
Very cool.
3/4 gin, 3/4 French Vermouth.
Ooh, very nice.
So we drained the bottle last time.
What, a French vermouth?
Yeah, or maybe the time before that, or maybe during the week. Whatever.
I don't keep track of bottles.
Yeah.
I drink wine, right?
So I tried this French Vermouth that is actually made in Courtenay.
Oh, very nice.
This is the Beaufort Vineyard and Estate Winery.
Oh, cool.
And it's really quite nice. So I'm happy to include it in this. We're going back to the Apricot Brandy for this one.
Interesting. Gin, vermouth, apricot, brandy. Okay. How much?
1/4 ounce.
So you're only putting 1/4 ounce?
Yeah.
That's a tiny bit.
I hope. And 1/4 ounce of triple sec. I'm using Cointreau.
Oh, is this like a martini thing? Oh,
This one's going to be in a martini glass.
very nice.
I mean,
Well, it's just all booze, right?
Yeah.
Is that why?
yeah.
I'm a
Oddly though, so I'm sticking to the guide for this because the drink is kind of about the guide, and they say to shake it despite it being no non-alcoholic ingredients.
So stirred, not shaken?
Shaken, not stirred, they say.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pay attention to this.
It's following directions. It's good.
I know, how scary
That's
is that?
crazy.
And actually this one shows no garnish either. And I was wrong, I'm using coupe glass again.
Oh. thought I had learned something, and that, you only put all booze ingredients in a martini. But no, there's no rule.
No, there's. I don't know.
Right.
I've seen it. I'm trying to think that there is one trend over the other.
Yeah.
But I don't really think so. The all booze thing, the only rule seems to be stirring, and that's being broken on this. So.
Oh, okay. All right, mystery drink.
We are going to double strain again now.
And this is a Jack Rabbit.
Jack Rabbit.
Oh, this one looks pretty too, but this one's a little bit clearer.
Back from 1957.
Okay, this is in the old days, as we used to call them. Look at that. Very clear. Lots of just alcohol. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see.
The only color in this comes from the Apricot Brandy. Well, a little bit from the Vermouth, I guess.
Oh, this one's really good.
Is it?
Oh, it's really good. I'm going to take this one. Holy moly. Wow. Wow. Taste that. Taste that drink. Do you remember that show, Boston Public? She's like, smell that shoe. He's just like downing it over here. Isn't that good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
Right? Like, I love crisp and clear, like literally the box crisp and clear wine. And like really, really dry and very crisp. This tastes like it.
The Vermouth shines through, and like I said, these guys make... Let me show you the bottle here. These guys make a really nice product.
Wow.
So.
Okay, I'm keeping this. This might be my new favorite martini. Like, even over above the dirty martinis. This is...
Is that right?
Oh my god, this is...
Wow, you do like that.
Yeah, yeah. So gin, French Vermouth, Apricot Brandy, and treble sec. Things that I would think I would never like, right? So I'm looking at the ingredients going, mind you, I can't imagine asking for a jackrabbit in the in the bar. Anyway, that's fine. We don't have to go to the bar, so.
The last one. So jammed in with all these observances of celebrating spring and themes of resurrection and all that other stuff, comes April Fool's Day.
Oh, right.
Right in the middle of it.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Which seems sort of apropos to nothing, really. The cool thing about it, so, I mean, I said about Googling to find out what the origin of April Fool's Day is, and nobody really knows, because it seems to have come from a bunch of different sources at once. And one theory is getting back to what we were talking about with the whole nature wants you dead thing.
Welcome to a cheery show on nature.
oh, you want gloomy? Wait till next week.
Oh no, God help us. Okay.
He's not going to help.
There's going to be some censoring going on.
Okay. No, it's just the story. I mean, this week we're talking about practical jokes and bunny rabbits and eggs and fluffy chickies.
Oh, hooray!
Not next week.
Oh no!
But April Fool's Day, yeah. So it came from a few different sources, and no one's sure where, but it's like a common theme that this time of year people have had for a long time all over Europe, a festival to allow them to cut loose, to be silly, to have fun.
Like New Orleans, kind of.
Yeah, that's different though. That's going back to Christianity. That's Fat Tuesday.
All right. Sorry. All right.
I mean, for example, the ancient Romans had a feast of Hilaria. And ancient Rome went from like 500 years before Christ to 500 years after, or something like that. 1392, a reference was made to April Fool's Day in Chaucer's Canterbury Tales in the Nun's Priest's Tale.
Okay.
That's hard to say. 1508, a guy named Damervel in France referred to the Poisson d'Avril, which is
it's French.
The April fish, which is April Fool. But one theory is that the whole idea of April Fool came in 1582 when France switched from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar. The Julian calendar had New Year's around the end of March, beginning of April. I think it was another lunar thing. And some people just didn't get the memo, I guess. So, so if you kind of came in hungover on April Fool's thinking that, it was supposed to be a holiday, and it was like, no, idiot. That was back in January.
I see. So it's for all the hungover people. Got it.
Well, yeah, I'm making that part up.
Well, probably
anyway,
not.
so it comes from all over the place, but the general theme seems to be that people just relieved that the weather's turning, that they lived through another winter. Everyone just wants to have fun this time of year.
So making practical jokes.
Yeah, making practical, and there's been some good ones, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're kind of famous for one. Did we tell you what it was last
No,
year?
it's too long there.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It was really funny, though. Now, of course, they're wondering what it was. But you can ask us, and we'll tell you next time.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure that
PM
you're
you or
watching
something.
it. It was, classic.
They need backstory for
They
it
do.
to make it funny.
It's a longer story, but anyhow, it was funny.
One of the more famous ones is the BBC showed a picture back in the day of Swiss farmers harvesting the crops from spaghetti trees.
Oh, perfect. I'm just going to ask you what's in your drink.
Sorry.
What are we making?
This is called an apple fool.
All right.
Yeah, let me back up and give you some backstory here. Apple fool. The reason it's called apple fool is this is a take on the appletini. And the reason it's an apple fool is there's no apple flavored things in it.
Thank God. Okay, good.
So, Blanco tequila, you don't want to go Reposado or Aneo on this. Go with the silver or Blanco. Chartreuse liqueur.
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
And we've done this before, right? I think so. It's
green. Yeah, we've had that.
Yeah, so just so you guys are aware, it's kind of a greeny color.
We'll go full ounce fresh squeezed grapefruit juice.
Ooh, grapefruit juice. I didn't throw the grapefruit out.
Thank you for not throwing it out.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I was cleaning the juicer thing, and I was like, I was a little bit afraid to even throw that out, because God help me if you wanted, the pulp or something. You didn't, did you? Okay, good. Because it's gone. All right, grapefruit juice, and then what else?
Well, I was...
You put lime juice in?
Yeah. So, not really the way I wanted to do this. Here's how I wanted to do it. I'll just hold that stuff in there. I didn't make any
I see.
mistakes or anything. I want to muddle
some basil.
Into this first. They say 5 leaves. That was quite a big one.
Yum. I have a craving for a caprese salad now.
Use Genovese basil.
What's the difference between Genovese?
There's Genovese and Thai. Thai is much spicier.
Do they label it as Genovese? Like when you bought that, where'd you buy it from? Like the market? No? Well, how would you know?
Shaped a leaf.
Oh! What's the difference between Genevieve and the other one?
You mean?
In the shape of the leaf.
Oh, the other one is longer and sharper, I think. That one's got basically rounder leaves.
See, not all of us understand our plants. There you go. That's Genevieve. I'm just going to snack on some basil here because I happen to like it. And John's trying to open a jar over there. It's not working out too well. What are you trying to open?
Simple syrup.
Oh, simple syrup. No. It's fused solid.
Can't do it.
That's okay. We don't have to put in simple syrup. So we're going to modify it with a little bit of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Good.
Maple syrup. So they say 3/4 of an ounce.
Do you think I'm a rabbit over here? I love basil.
It's going to give it a bit of color, but otherwise should be just fine.
I know what you mean on spiciness. Like when I eat this, I can eat this raw and it doesn't Like it's not overpowering? Is that what you mean with the basil? The other type? Got it. Okay. Very good. You're muddling. Like a mojito. No, mojito's mint, right?
Yeah, but same deal. You muddle and also the same rules apply. We want to bruise it, not beat it to death.
Do not abuse your basil.
So, normally I would have put the simple syrup in something that wasn't going to weld itself yet. B, I would have done that first and then mixed the rest of it. You don't need the 2 mixing glasses, is what I'm saying.
Okay. This should be interesting. So technically it should taste like apples. But it's an apple fool.
That's what the claim is. So
Right.
I was kind of intrigued because of that.
Yeah. We shall see. So basically the story is anything you make with sugar, the top welds shut. And if John can't open it, there is an open hell that I'm ever opening it. Nothing in the garbage.
Yeah, that's probably...
It's just not going to happen. I guess you could soak it in top. Why would we care? I guess if you want the jar.
If you do your mechanic work, you might have a filter wrench. That would do it. Actually, years ago, someone clued in that would be a good kitchen gadget to have. A filter wrench. That's something you use to remove an oil filter. But instead of a metal band, they put a rubber band in and probably made a fortune on it.
Oh, is that the... Honestly, that is my pet peeve. Opening jars. I think, like, what about poor old people that are trying to open these jars? And then I realize that's me. And I can't actually open the jars. It's brittle. Oh, this looks different. It's kind of aptly looking. What has made the weird color? Is it because of the basil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this looks good. Check this out. Okay, it's kind of...
Yeah, the greenishness comes from the basil.
It looks kind of appley, like an appley color if you were to make an apple drink.
If it's any greener than that, would probably meant that I had over bruised the basil.
Mm. Oh, that's really good. I'm not sure I taste apple. A little bit. You're better at apple deciphering than I am. But I mean, it's really good. Well, you eat more apples than I do. Or you drink more apple drinks, put it that way. I don't drink apple juice, but... Kinda?
It's a bit of a stretch,
Yeah,
but...
it's April Fool's! It's like it doesn't even taste anything like apples.
But it's delicious.
Oh, it's really good, yeah.
It's absolutely delicious, whether you think it tastes like an apple or not. It's kind of immaterial. I think if you had one of those, you'd be ordering another one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, that is really, really good. Like, it's very tasty. It's got a really good taste.
And it's got this aftertaste that's just wicked.
It's yummy. So we have now found our favorite drink. So you know that I'm going to continue on with this Jackrabbit, which is my favorite, and he's going to be drinking that one. And neither one of us are going to drink the licorice one. Well, unless you love the licorice. Well, you probably will. It'll be good. Anyways, those were yummy. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
stay tuned for whatever is going to happen on April Fool's tomorrow. There's no jokes between us. We just joke on other people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we kind of blew it all on that one year.
That's true. We're just not going to tell them what it was. All right.
No.
Okay, what's next weekend? All right, you already told us it's blood, gore, and all kinds of nasty stuff.
Yeah, so Christian holidays.
I'm sorry for all of you. I apologize.
Well, no, I mean, it's Good Friday. So we all know the story of Good Friday. There's, believe it or not, if you follow the Jewish religion, the holiday of Passover.
Yeah.
So that goes on for multiple days, and it involves the story in the Old Testament where a bunch of different plagues were sent to Egypt. You've heard that, plague of locusts and a plague of whatever, and plague of frogs, plague of vacuum cleaner salesman, whatever. And so they have a drink for every plague of Egypt.
Gosh, are we going to be doing plague
No,
drinks?
no.
Oh, come on.
There'd be 11 of them.
Oh, but I mean, we could just do a couple. Okay, all right, that would be fun.
But it is Easter, and then there's one that's one that I'm going to make is modeled after something called a simnel cake, which is getting back to the New Testament. It's a Christian thing with little marzipan balls on it.
So we'll figure that out next week.
Yes,
Don't
we
ruin
will.
the surprise.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Previewing.
nobody cares. Nobody cares. I barely do. Anyway, you guys have a great week. We will see you. We're going to still do this on Friday, even if it's a holiday.
What else do we do?
Oh, not that we have anything better to do. We just didn't know if you, yeah, we'll do it. We'll see you Friday.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend, and hope you survive April Fools and that nobody gets you. Well, they will. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye.